Welcome everyone to the Hungaroring for a unique Thursday night of racing action in the Super Sprint Race Championship. We're deep into the season now, Event 4, Race 13, and the pressure is mounting.
Absolutely. 4 races back-to-back tonight around this technically demanding circuit. It's going to test driver concentration and consistency to the limit.
The championship fight is incredibly close. Martin Mol leads Mac McFarquhar by just a single point, with Adam Whitehouse and Tim Weller right there too.
And don't forget the class battles. Pro, Pro-Am, and divisions all have tight contests. Keeping it clean but fast will be key, especially on this track where overtaking is tricky.
Lights are green for race 1 of 4 tonight. John Astrop lines up on pole position, a strong qualifying performance from the virtual velocity driver.
Crucially though, championship leader Martin Mol is right alongside him in P2. That's exactly where you want to be starting here. Front row, inside line potentially for turn 1.
And look who's right behind them in third, Mac McFarquhar. Just 1 point separates Mol and McFarquhar in the standings, and they're nose to tail on the grid.
This could get spicy very quickly. Astrop will want the win, but those two behind have the bigger picture championship battle firmly in mind.
Further back, Adam Whitehouse, third in points, has a lot of work to do from P16.
Yeah, starting that far back at the Hungaroring is tough. You've got to be patient but aggressive to make progress without getting caught up in trouble.
Impressive qualifying also from Joel Limerick in 4th and Daniel Cochise in 5th, both looking to capitalize. The lights are out and we are racing at the Hungaroring.
Good getaways from the front row. Astrop and Mol side by side towards turn 1.
Dominic Fauvargue wastes no time, getting a run on Maximilian Turbin early on.
Clean move there up into 11th place. Good start for the Lucid Link Pro-Am driver.
Further back, Renee Robertson is making moves past Nigel Walters.
And they're swapping places constantly. Lindo gets ahead. No, Robertson takes it back. Great close quarters racing, typical Caterham stuff.
Rich Snape started down in 14th for virtual velocity.
He's holding station for now, needs to keep his nose clean in these frantic opening laps.
Action for 4th. Daniel Cochise slips past Joel Limerick, but Limerick fights straight back.
Cochise isn't done though. He forces the issue again and makes it stick this time. Great scrap between these two AM drivers.
Oh, contact between Nigel Walters and Dominic Fauvargue, fighting for 8th.
Looks like Walters came across him there, and the stewards agree. A warning for Walters. That's costing momentum.
And he's plummeting down the order. Passed by Turbin, Neil Constableberry, Snape, David Constableberry, Whitehouse, even McFarquhar gets through. A nightmare few seconds for Walters. The battle brewing for 11th place now. David Constableberry gets the run on Adam Whitehouse.
Nice move from the loose nuts driver. Important points in the Pro-Am category there.
But Whitehouse responds. He tucks into the slipstream and retakes the position.
That AM class championship fight is motivating Whitehouse. He's not giving that up easily.
It's not over yet. Constableberry dives down the inside again and snatches P11 back. Further down, Mac McFarquhar is trying to recover. He's putting pressure on Daniel Cochise.
And McFarquhar makes the move, but Cochise fights back immediately. No, McFarquhar holds on. He needed that position. A tough race so far for the Ryder Engineering driver.
Trouble at the front. Contact between leader Mol and Astrop.
They've hit again, and Astrop emerges in the lead. Huge moment in this race, and potentially the championship.
The fight for the lead continues. Mol dives down the inside of Astrop.
Astrop isn't letting him have it, switches back and retakes the lead immediately.
Incredible stuff. Mol tries again, makes it stick this time around the outside.
But Astrop hangs it out and drives back past. This is relentless pressure between the pro drivers.
Greg Selbo is closing in on the leaders, and he's passed Martin Mol for 2nd place.
What a move from the Danger Racing AM driver. He won a race earlier this season, showing great pace again.
Mol looked caught out there, maybe focused too much on a strop ahead.
But Mol gathers himself, uses the slipstream, and fights back past Sabo to reclaim 2nd position.
John Astrop crosses the line. He converts pole position into victory in race 13.
A brilliant drive, holding off immense pressure, especially in those final laps. That's his 2nd win of the season.
Martin Mol comes home 2nd. Crucial points for the championship leader, extending his lead slightly.
And what a fantastic result for Joel Limerick. Started 4th, battled hard, and brings the Crocetti Motorsports car home in 3rd for an AM class podium lockout.
Incredible action to kick off our Thursday night quadruple header. So race 13 is done, and John Astrop takes a superb victory after an intense battle with Martijn Mol.
That late race contact and lead swapping was edge-of-your-seat stuff. Mol settling for second still strengthens his championship position slightly over McFarquhar, who had a more difficult race.
Joel Lemrich capped off the podium with a fine drive to third, leading the AM class home.
Plenty of action throughout the field, and remember, we have 3 more races just like that coming up tonight. Don't go anywhere.
Well, after that frantic first race, we've seen some significant shifts in the championship picture.
Most notably at the very top, Martijn Mol's second place, combined with a tougher race for Mac McFarquhar, sees Mol extend his lead from just 1 point to 15.
And John Astrop's victory vaults him right into the thick of it. He jumps from 6th up to 3rd, leapfrogging both Adam Whitehouse and Tim Weller.
Joel Lemrich's excellent podium also sees him climb significantly up 3 spots into 8th overall. Plenty still to play for tonight.
Okay, race 14 is moments away, and this is the reverse grid race, based on the finishing order of race 13.
This always shakes things up. The drivers who finish lower down get their chance at the front. It puts the pressure on differently.
Daniel Cochise lines up on pole position for Danger Racing, with fellow AM driver Nigel Walters alongside for Last Gasp Racing.
Great opportunity for them, but they'll have fast drivers charging from behind. You need to get your elbows out, but stay clean.
Crucially, Mac McFarquhar starts P5, Adam Whitehouse P6. They'll see this as a big chance to gain on Mol and Astrop.
Indeed, because championship leader Mol starts way back in 14th, and race 13 winner John Astrop is dead last in 15th. They have a serious job on their hands.
Lights out for race 14, the reverse grid is go.
Cochise gets away well from pole, but it's chaos behind. Everyone jostling for position into turn 1.
David Constable, Barry on the move early, getting past Jimmy Lindo.
Good assertive driving from the Pro-Am driver up into the podium places, already from 4th on the grid.
Rich Snape making progress for Virtual Velocity.
He gets the better of Neil Constable Barry up into 6th position now.
Here come the championship contenders carving through the field.
Mol and Astrop go either side of Joel Lemrich, almost in formation. Impressive stuff, making short work of the midfield.
Greg Salvo is slicing through. Past Fauvargue, then past Robertson for 9th.
Robertson fights back immediately though, but Sabo persists. Oh, it's all happening. Robertson gets back ahead, but then Sabo gets swallowed up.
He loses out to Fauvargue, Astrop, Mol, Lemrich, and Neil Constable Barry in quick succession. Down to P15. Renee Robertson makes a move on Chris Stokes for 5th place.
But Stokes isn't giving it up easily. Fights back. No, Robertson makes it stick this time. Great battle between the Pro-Am drivers.
Greg Sabo moves past Daniel Cochise, but Cochise fights straight back.
And Sabo tries again. Cochise defends well, but Sabo gets there eventually. More great battling in the AM class.
Martijn Mol continues his charge from 14th on the grid.
He picks off Nigel Walters. That's 3rd place now for the championship leader.
Joel Lemrich fighting hard, gets past Greg Sabo, but Sabo takes the place right back.
And Lemrich is struggling now, losing places rapidly. McFarquhar, Neil Constable Barry, Lindo, and Fauvargue all stream past. That's tough after his podium last race.
Chris Stokes challenging Nigel Walters now for 4th place. Stokes gets ahead.
Walters responds. No, Stokes holds him off. Wait, Walters gets back through. Side by side again, and Stokes retakes P4.
Jimmy Lindo passes Joel Lemrich. Oh, and there's contact between them.
Looks like they tangled wheels fighting for position. Lindo's lost momentum and drops behind Sabo and Adam Whitehouse.
And here comes the championship leader across the line.
Martijn Mol takes the win. An incredible drive from 14th on the grid.
David Constable Barry comes home in 2nd place. A fantastic result from 4th on the grid.
Excellent race management from him. And battling right to the flag is Chris Stokes. He snatches 3rd place. Great drive from P10.
That's a Pro-Am 2-3 behind the Pro Class winner. Wow, what a reverse grid race. Martijn Mol delivered a masterclass, coming from 14th to take victory and further extend his championship lead.
Absolutely stunning drive. Huge credit also to David Constable Barry for P2 and Chris Stokes grabbing that final podium spot in P3. It shows how chaotic these reverse grids can be. Some drivers capitalize, others get caught out. It really tests your racecraft, making decisive moves without getting tangled up.
2 races down, 2 more to go tonight here at the Hungaroring. Another race down, and Martin Mol tightens his grip on the championship lead after that stunning reverse grid victory.
Absolutely. He now holds a 24-point advantage over Mac McFarquhar. That win from deep in the pack was crucial, while McFarquhar could only manage 6th.
John Astrop remains 3rd, but lost ground to Mol. Further back, David Constableberry's runner-up finish moves him up to 7th, and Chris Stokes climbs into the top 10 after his podium.
It's incredibly tight in the AM class standings too, with Daniel Cochise and Nigel Walters now tied on points for 8th overall.
We're set for the start of race 15, the 3rd race of this evening's quadruple header at the Hungaroring.
And look at the front row. Martin Mol lines up on pole position alongside his main championship rival Mac McFarquhar. History repeating itself from race 13, but Mol now has a healthier points cushion.
Fantastic qualifying effort from Daniel Cochise puts him 3rd on the grid. A great spot for the AM driver who's tied for the lead in that class championship battle.
Renee Robertson lines up 4th, another strong Pro-Am showing. Behind them, John Astrop in P5 knows he needs to make progress to keep his title hopes alive.
Meanwhile, Nigel Walters, tied with Cochise in the AM standings, starts way back in 15th. A huge contrast in starting fortunes for those two.
Adam Whitehouse, 4th in the overall championship, starts P10. He'll be looking to move forward quickly.
Lights out for race 3 tonight. We are racing again.
Mol gets the jump from pole. McFarquhar slots into 2nd, clean start at the front.
Nigel Walters making a charge from the back. Past Adam Whitehouse already.
And he gets Lindo too. A great opening, few corners for the AM driver, up to 13th from 15th.
Daniel Cochise holding station well in 3rd place after that excellent qualifying.
Yeah, keeping it clean, avoiding the chaos. Smart driving, especially with the pro drivers, Astrop and Robertson right behind.
Contact between Joel Limrich and Dominic Fovargue.
Looks like Lemrick moved under braking there, unsettling Fovargue. The stewards have given Lemrick a penalty for that, and he loses the position too.
Trouble further back. Rich Snape and Neil Constableberry have come together.
Snape gets a penalty for that incident. That's really hurt Constableberry. He's lost places to Turbin, Walters, and Lindo, but fights back past Walters.
Martin Mol makes a move on Mac McFarquhar for 2nd place.
But McFarquhar isn't having it. Fights back immediately and retakes the position. Championship rivals battling hard.
Dominic Fovargue is applying pressure to Greg Sabo now.
And he makes the move stick Fovargue up into 6th place.
John Astrop dives down the inside of Dominic Fovargue for 6th.
Fovargue cuts back underneath immediately and retakes the spot. Great reaction.
Astrop tries again a few corners later and makes it stick this time.
No. Fovargue powers back past on the exit. Terrific battle between the Pro-Am and Pro drivers.
Renee Robertson takes 2nd place from Daniel Cochise.
But the AM driver Cochise isn't giving up this podium easily.
He fights back. Cochise retakes 2nd place from Robertson.
Robertson responds. Brilliant driving. She's back in a 2nd position.
Daniel Cochise makes the move on Martin Mol.
Incredible. The AM driver passes the championship leader for 3rd place.
It's Cochise back past Robertson for 2nd place.
Robertson responds almost immediately. Great determination, back into P2.
Cochise is relentless. Dives down the inside again.
These two are putting on a show. Side-by-side racing doesn't get much better than this.
Robertson hangs tough on the outside and reclaims 2nd.
Superb racecraft from both drivers, neither giving an inch.
Mac McFarquhar crosses the line to take the victory in race 15.
Just what he needed. A commanding drive from P2 to take maximum points and claw back some ground in the championship.
Here comes Renee Robertson. She holds on for a brilliant 2nd place.
Fantastic result for her and Motor Marketing Solutions. And right behind her, Daniel Cochise takes 3rd. What a drive from the AM competitor.
He started 3rd, battled incredibly hard, and secures a fantastic podium. So, Mac McFarquhar strikes back with a crucial victory in race 15, controlling the race from the early stages.
That win, combined with Mol finishing 4th, closes the championship gap significantly heading into the final race tonight. It's game on again.
The battle for second was immense, with Renee Robertson eventually getting the better of Daniel Cochise in a thrilling duel.
Fantastic drives from both a Pro-Am and an AM driver showing incredible skill right at the sharp end. One race left tonight.
Heading into the final race tonight, race 16, and Mac McFarquhar's victory has tightened the championship fight.
Yes, the gap between leader Mole and McFarquhar is down to just 16 points after that last result. Game on.
Elsewhere, Dominic Favoriu climbs to fourth overall, and Daniel Cochise takes the advantage in the AM class standings after his excellent podium.
Renee Robertson also made good ground with her superb second-place finish. Big implications for this final race of the night.
Right, here we go for the final race of the night, race 16, and it's another reverse grid.
Nigel Walters starts from pole position, a great opportunity for the AM driver after a tougher race 15. Neil Constable-Berry lines up alongside him.
Adam Whitehouse starts third, another AM driver well placed. But look where the championship protagonists are.
Championship leader Martin Mole starts P9. Not ideal, but critically, his main rival Mac McFarquhar is way back in P13. That's a huge task for McFarquhar in this short race.
John Astrop starts P7, Dominic Favoriu P8. They'll be looking to make quick progress.
And Daniel Cochise and Renee Robertson, who starred in the last race, start P11 and P12 respectively. They'll need to carve through the field again.
Lights out for the final time tonight. Race 16 is underway.
Good start from Nigel Walters on pole. He leads into turn 1, but it's 3 wide just behind him.
Mac McFarquhar trying to make progress from P13.
He gets past Renee Robertson. That's 1 place gained early on for the championship contender.
Oh, trouble. Joel Limrich and Chris Stokes tangle.
Looks like Lemrich got on the power early, washed out into Stokes. That's messy, and Lemrich gets a penalty. Lots of positions changing hands in the aftermath.
More contact. Mac McFarquhar and Adam Whitehouse come together.
That's really hampered McFarquhar's charge. Whitehouse recovers and manages to pass both Lemrich and McFarquhar shortly after.
Maximilian Turbin makes a move on John Astrop for third place.
Good move from the Radical Works driver. These reverse grids really test your overtaking skills.
But Astrop fights back. He retakes the position.
Oh, Turbin gets him back immediately. Great cut back there.
Astrop isn't giving up, though. He sizes him up again.
And Astrop makes it stick this time. Back into second place. Great driving.
Mac McFarquhar passes Renee Robertson for 8th.
But Robertson fights right back. Superb defense. She retakes the position.
John Astrop is closing on the leader, Nigel Walters.
And Astrop sweeps past. From 7th on the grid, John Astrop takes the lead.
Dominic Favoriu, looking racy, passes Daniel Cochise for 5th place.
Keeping the pressure on is key here. Don't let them settle.
Cochise responds. He retakes 5th from Favoriu.
But Favoriu has the momentum and dives back past Cochise.
This is a fantastic scrap for position deep into the race. Dominic Favoriu puts a move on Maximilian Turbin for 4th.
Turbin comes straight back at him. But Favoriu loses out again, this time to Daniel Cochise. No, Favoriu takes the place back from Cochise.
Incredible battling between these Pro-Am and AM drivers. Maximilian Turbin makes a move on Daniel Cochise for 4th.
Clean pass initially. Oh, contact. Cochise runs into the back of Turbin.
That looked clumsy. Stewards give Cochise a penalty for that.
And Cochise gets past Turbin in the melee, but Turbin loses another spot.
Mac McFarquhar capitalizes and gets past Turbin for 5th. Mac McFarquhar passes Daniel Cochise for 4th place.
But Cochise fights back immediately, and McFarquhar responds. Cochise again. McFarquhar takes it back. Unbelievable wheel-to-wheel stuff right at the end.
McFarquhar finally makes the move stick for 4th. John Astrop comes through the final corner. He takes the win. A brilliant victory from 7th on the grid.
Superb drive from Astrop, his 2nd win of the night. What a performance.
And Chris Stokes comes home 2nd after starting 5th. A great recovery drive.
And Nigel Walters hangs on for 3rd. From pole position, a fantastic podium for the AM driver after leading early on.
Another thrilling reverse grid race. So that concludes our quadruple header here at the Hungaroring. John Astrop bookends the night with victories, taking race 16 with a charge from P7.
Chris Stokes put in a solid performance for second, and Nigel Walters drove brilliantly to convert pole into a podium finish.
Crucially for the championship, Martin Mole finished behind winner Astrop, but ahead of Mac McFarquhar, slightly extending his lead after McFarquhar's win in the previous race.
It's still close at the top, with just 4 races remaining in the championship. What a night of racing.
And that concludes a breathless night of super sprint action here at the Hungaroring. 4 races packed with drama and close competition.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Martin Mole came into tonight with a 1-point lead and leaves with an 18-point advantage after 2 wins, but Mac McFarquhar kept the pressure on with a crucial victory of his own.
The star of the night, though, has to be John Astrop. 2 wins tonight sees him rocket up from 6th at the start of the evening to 3rd in the standings. A massive points haul.
We also saw great performances from Dominic Vivardieu moving up to 4th, Daniel Cochise climbing to 5th and leading the AM class, and Chris Stokes jumping all the way from 12th to 6th overall after a strong evening.
On the flip side, Adam Whitehouse slips from 3rd down to 8th after a difficult night. Just 4 races remain in the championship.
It's all set for a thrilling finale. Thanks for joining us tonight.